Hey witches, good afternoon, merry meet. I have been reading this book that I got in my haul last night. If you saw the video, I hope you did. If you didn't, go watch it. It was pretty awesome. I got this book. It's called Cat Magick. It's by Deborah Blake. And I want to read a poem or two for you from this book. If you are a cat person, you've got to get this book, especially if you're thinking of getting a new cat, or you have a cat that's like skittish, or you're not bonding with your cat, or your cat has behavioral problems, or your cat is sick. This book is awesome. I'm loving this book. Even my husband likes this book, and he's a Christian, so it's cool. It's really cool. But here's this one that I think is the best poem. It's full of poetry. The poetry is so cute in this book. Bast, so proud and independent, help me be more like my cat, standing on my own strong feet, standing firm and standing pat. Lend me feline strength of will and courage to be on my own, tough and steadfast like a kitty, good with others, good alone. I love that. I love that. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty, and you're supposed to read them with your cat. And it even talks about like how to get cats involved in your spell work, which I have no problem with that. My cat, as you know, I've told you many times, my cat will drink from my western corner, so I can very rarely add any salt to the water when I'm doing my circle. I have to just use regular water. I like to sometimes put some salt on my athame and then put it into the water and then give it a stir just to make it more magical. But I can't do that because my cat drinks out of there. And I don't want him to drink any salt. So, let's see, here's one called A Spell for Good Behavior. So if you have a cat that has behavioral issues, I have had one before, and I wished I had this damn book back then so I could have tried some of these things, because getting rid of that cat, I cried harder than I did when my dad died. Not to say that I love the cat more than I loved my dad, but it broke my fucking heart to have to get rid of that cat. But I had to get rid of him because he was destroying everything, peeing everywhere, and I tried everything I could find online, and it just wasn't happening. So I did find a really good home for him, but that didn't matter to me. It was hell. It was hard. It still breaks me up a little to talk about it, but it's been about 10 years ago I had to get rid of him, and it was not good because I had him since he was born. I helped birth that litter. Anyway, I have to shut up or I'm going to start crying, and you probably don't want to hear me talk about him anymore. But anyway, hopefully he's doing good. So what you do if you've got a cat with bad behavior. This is so nobody has to ever get rid of a cat again. So if you have a cat that has bad behavior and you've taken all the measures you can, and it won't help, you can add this spell in there, okay? You need your cat to be close by. Hopefully you can do that. If you can't, then it will still work. It's just best to have the cat by. Try to at least have the cat in the room and close the door. It's best to be done under a full moon, of course, but it can be done anytime. It says, it doesn't say if it needs to be waning or waxing. I would think waxing, but it doesn't say that. But go for the full moon. It's your cat. If you're going to do anything on the full moon, it needs to be what's most important to you. What do you desire the most? And if you have a cat causing problems, you want to keep that cat. That's pretty damn important. So what you need is tiger's eye, a bell. Told you guys, you got to get a bell. If you have a statue of Bast, you can use that. You could also use an image. I don't have an image of Bast. I was actually getting ready to start shopping for a statue of her because I want to start working with her more. And I do work with Bast to do protection work with my cat and healing work with my cat, and the same thing for my mother's cat. I'm working on that spell work still, because I found another spell in this book for healing that I'm currently working. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be silent like a good little witch. But you could use the what I have out right now is the tarot card that I have out of my Goddess Oracle deck. Some of my Oracle cards that has Bast on it. So it has her image, her name, and a little quote. And I've got that out right now to symbolize her for the working. But it's always best to have a statue. Statues hold power. You can even put your statues under the full moon, charge them. I do that with Hecate. A lot of times I'll do the full moon and the dark moon with my Hecate statuary. Anyway, light the candle. It doesn't say what color candle. White candle. Yeah, white candle. So you need a white candle, tiger's eye, and something to represent Bast. So light the candle and then hold the stone in one hand. Ring the bell at the start of the spell. Where have you heard that before? I'm glad another witch is using a bell here. Okay, here's the spell. Dear cat, please behave well and not badly. Stay out of trouble and those places forbidden. No fighting or growling. Peeing only where proper. No hissing or howling. No breaking or shredding. Dear cat who I love, please try to behave, and I will be grateful. Sincerely, your slave. How beautiful is that? And then ring the bell at the end, and it says snuff out the candle. I don't think I could do that. I like to leave the candles. I like to burn the candle all the way down. And then it says put the stone on your altar or wherever your cat is having the most issues. This spell could have saved my cat. I just wish I had this damn book 10 years ago, guys. Anyway, if you have a problem cat, please don't get rid of it. Trust me, don't get rid of it. Do everything you can. Do whatever you got to do. Get a little cage for him if you've got to put him up while you're not home. I mean, I don't know if that's appropriate to put a cat in a cage, but I want you to get rid of your cat. And I know how they can be, but hopefully that spell will help. It's got everything in there that cats do that can be bad. The only thing I couldn't deal with was the peeing because my hardwood floors were just ruined by the urination from my kitty. But if your cat's doing any of those things, try this spell, and even maybe try like a cat trainer, like that cat guy that's on Animal Planet. Just don't get rid of your cat, guys. That sucks. Let's see. And there's a protection spell in here. The protection spell, it's a charmed bell for your cat's protection. So it's would be a little bell that would go on their collar. If your cat wears a collar, you need a small bell that can be securely attached to the collar, a small plate, some sage, please not white sage, a small bowl of salt and water, a white or black candle. Interesting. Okay, this was protection. Never mind. Not interesting. And then optional, a picture of the cat. I would also get a little fur from the cat. It's easy to get cat fur, guys. I would add that to that for a tag lock for the cat. It's also good to do on the full moon, it says. So make sure you've got a picture of the cat or the fur or both. Like I'm always saying, stack your magic. I would do both. So to make the charm bell, place the bell in the middle of the plate on your altar or on the ground outside if you're doing it under the moonlight, which I would suggest you do if weather is permitting. Put the picture and the fur where you can see it. Light the candle and then light the sage and waft it over the bell to fill it with the power of air. Sprinkle the salt over the bell for earth, followed by the water for water, and then hold the bell over the candle high enough so you don't burn the bell or burn yourself for the fire, and then say, "Moon, moon, up above, bless this bell for the cat I love. Keep him safe from hurt and harm with the magic of this charm." And then put that on the collar. So you're making a talisman for your cat. That's cute. My cat won't wear a collar, so he can't have a talisman, but he's protected on several levels. But this book just has so many. There's so many. There's another protection spell where you would call Bastion. There are recipes for stuff that you can make for your cats. It's just really cool. It's even got like a whole chapter of cat names. And the names are really cool. Really cool magic names. So, not a commercial for this book, but the book Witchery, I raved about that book. Still my favorite, and I think this is my second favorite. I really love this. It's really cute. I've been a cat person. I've had a cat since the day I was born. I've never been without at least one cat, and I don't ever plan to be. I will die a crazy cat lady. But that's all I have, guys. I'll come back later today with another video. I have several things I want to put out, but I just thought I would do this on a whim for you guys, for those cat-loving witches. All right, guys. Blessed be. Like and subscribe and share. Bye.